Hello and welcome to the presentation of Mifa Aluminium about the technology precision extrusion. In this presentation I will tell you more about the possibilities with precision extrusion. So let's first start to give you some quick information about Mifa. First, my name. My name is Gellen. I am the presenter of this presentation. I'm the area sales manager for the Benelux. I'm working Mifa already for 12 years. And on the left side, you can see my contact details. So if you afterwards have some questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call or to email me. First, some information about Alberts. Mifa is not a standalone, but we are part of a bigger group, the Alberts Group. Over here, you see some facts and figures about Alberts. The nice thing to tell is always that the group is founded in 1975, but Mifa was the first company of the Alberts Group. As you can see, we are a stock exchanged group, and we did in the last year, in 2022, we did 3.2 billion together with the complete group. We are worldwide located in more than 50 countries, over 150 locations, and we also are a highly innovative company, I have to say group, because we have more than 600 patents on our name. Let's talk about Mifa. This is the location where the, let's say, the magic happens. This is an overview of where we are. We are located in Venlo. We have two bigger halls where we do the extrusion. You can see them on the left side of this overview. That's also where our head office is. In those two extrusion halls, we have 4 different presses, and it depends on how big your profile is. We choose the right press for it. That's the extrusion part. That's really what our core business is. But next to that, we can also do some CNC machining. We have about 25 CNC machines in-house. We also can do surface treatment, and then you have to think about anodizing. And we can do some small assemblies or some finishing on the parts. That's what we can do in-house. I will explain afterwards more about all these steps. So to summarize, like I said, Mifa founded in 1975. We have about 375 full-time employees working here at location Venlo. We are so the specialist in precision extrusion, and I will explain it later. And the other technologies, like I explained on the overview, we can do machining, surface treatment, assembly, linishing, and bending of profiles. So let's talk about technology. Let's talk about precision extrusion. Over here you can find the schematic overview of the process. You see on the left above a little bit, you see a billet, and that's the raw material where it all starts with. We cut this material on a certain length. It depends on the outcome we need. And this piece of raw material will be heated up until 450-500 degrees. Then it's like, I have to say, like dough. You can squeeze it. So it's not fluid, but you can squeeze it. It goes into the extrusion machine, and then the ram pushes it into the container. There it stays warm, and afterwards the ram starts pushing harder, and it's pushing the material through the die, and that's the tool where the shape is in of your profile. Very easily told. In reality, it's a little bit more difficult, and there are a lot of more things that have to be right to make a nice profile. Afterwards, when it comes out of the tool, the air cooling is really important. You have to do it quick. You have to cool it back quick to room temperature, but not only quick, but also in a controlled way. After the profile is cooled, it's a little bit wavy, and that's through all the heat and force we use. The profiles is always a little bit wavy, but therefore we do a stretching operation, and then we stretch the profile so that the straightness and torsion is right in the profile. And afterwards, we also do a heat treatment to create the mechanical properties that the profile get more strength again. So first, a schematic overview. This is actually how it looks in real life. You see here the aluminium billet. This is the dies, the die, the tooling, and here below you see you see the profile that comes out. So this is actually the extrusion process. We can do the extrusion process with different alloys. Over here is an overview of all the alloys we can extrude. You see there are a lot of alloys which starting with a number 6. We call it the 6000 range, and that's the most common range to extrude profiles with. The 6060 and 6063 alloy are the, let's say, standard alloys. Those are the most easy to extrude, and therefore you can reach also the best tolerances. Those are also the let's say cheapest alloys, but if you need more strength, we can also go to a 6005A or a 6082 alloy. Those are stronger than the 6060 and 6063. If you even need more strength, there's also a 7000 range alloy. That's also a possibility, but these are harder to extrude, and you also can't reach the same tolerances as you can do by the 6060 and 6063. Next to aluminium, we also can extrude magnesium, and magnesium has the advantage that it's 35% lighter than aluminium. And if there is a really special need by you, if you say I need really this strength or this how do you call it, this strain or something, then we are always well willing to look with you if there is a special alloy that suits to it, and then we will do tests with it to see if we can help you with that. Like I already said, creating the mechanical properties. This is a graph that actually also shows you the extrusion process. And during the extrusion process, we are actually doing the solution annealing. You can also see on the temperature, like I told, it's on 450 degrees. That's the extrusion, and afterwards we start cooling. And like I said, cooling is really important, that you have to do it in a controlled way. And then you have to cool it back to room temperature, about 20 degrees. Afterwards, and that's where creating the mechanical properties is all about. You can, let's say, choose what you do with the material. There are some alloys you cannot hardening, so then it gets the status F. You see here also in the graph. If you say, for me, the hardening is not needed, then it gets a T4 condition, and then it's hardening, let's say, by nature. But we also can do the heat treatment, like you saw in the schematic overview. And that's where you actually can create mechanical properties again. Then you give the profile more strength, and that's the heat treatment. You do that on 7 to 8 hours on 170 degrees. What does this all do with the alloy, with the material? As you can see in this table, the 3003 alloy has a status F. This is an alloy you cannot harden. And you see what it does with the strength. It's quite low, let's say in that way. But the strain in that way is really high again. For the next example, I took the alloy 6082. If we do hardening by nature, so we do not do the process, but you leave it after the extrusion. Then the strength goes from 205 to 110 megapascal. But if we do the hardening process, you harden to T6, you see the strength gets really up to 310 to 260 megapascal, but the strain is getting lower. That's the differences, what you do, of what the mechanical properties are doing with the heat treatment. About extrusion norms, to give you an idea what the precision is we can do. In the world of extrusion, there is a standard extrusion tolerance which calls the EN755-9. The most mass extruders work according that way. There's also a refined extrusion norm, that's the EN12020-2. And we have our own norm, and that's the precision extrusion, that's the Mifa norm. We can do 10 times better than the EN12020-2 on dimensional tolerances, and 3 times more precise on form tolerances. What does that say? On the right side you see a cutout of the EN12020-2. That means on a dimension from 10 to 15 millimeters, you get a tolerances from plus minus 0.2 millimeters according the EN12020. For the mass extruders, they say, yeah, at us this is plus minus 0.4 millimeters. But Mifa, we dare to say on this dimension you get 0.02 millimeters, and that is directly out of the extrusion on tolerances. So that is really the precision we can extrude directly out of extrusion. And this is really unique in the world of extrusion. So to give you an overview, like I just said, we can do tolerances from plus minus 0.02 millimeters directly out of extrusion. We also have a minimum order quantity of only 10 kilograms per order. It depends a little bit on the on the size and shape of the profile, what the minimum will be. But for the smaller profiles, it is already 10 kilograms. Of course, the maximum is unlimited at us. About profile dimensions, if it fits into round 3 millimeter up to round 180 millimeter, then we can extrude it. If we squeeze it a little bit, it can also be if it fits into 220 by 60, but that's the range where the profile has to suit in for us. The profile also needs to have a weight of 3 gram per meter up to 10 kilogram per meter. If it fits in there, we can also extrude it. We can reach surface roughnesses with from RA 0.3 microns in extrusion direction, and RA 0.5 microns in the cross direction. This is only for the 6060 and 6063 alloy. And even we can extrude with minimum wall thickness of only 0.25 millimeter. A lot of information. Here are some examples of shapes we are extruding. You can see a lot of nice shapes. You see really different, a lot of mass in the profile with small holes, a lot of holes in the profile, 2 big holes with a smaller hole, you name it. So what we would like to show you here with is from create your thing you need, and then we will help you to optimize it and to give you so we can extrude it and you have the best profile you can you can use in your application. That's what I also would like to go to is if you have an idea, then please give us the information. Inform us as early as possible in the design stage, so we can even help you with designing the profile. You saw in the previous slide that there are a lot of possibilities. So please create the thing that you think you need, and we are always willing to help you, to look with you. Do you have the right alloy? Which tolerance can we extrude? Is the wall thickness? Can we make it? And together we can create a better product versus the best cost. This is about the precision extrusion. We deliver these profiles in a really a lot of a big variety of markets. You see the defense market, the aerospace, the automotive, medical. We are in in a lot of machines. You can find our profiles. So in a lot of markets, there is a need for precision extruded profiles. So that about the precision extrusion, and that's really our core business. But next to the extrusion, like I already showed you on the overview, we also have another processes in-house. So we can not only deliver the profile, but we also can deliver a complete product. And I will show you some processes of the processes we have in-house. So that we not only deliver the profile, but also a complete product. We call it the vertical integration. Of course, we would like to do that together with you. We can help you also with that. So if you have the if you have designed this application, which you see now in the screen, and you think, how do I have to make it? Mifa can do this all in-house. We can also do the surface treatment. We can do assembly. We can do machining, and we start, of course, with a smart profile. So to start with a smart profile, you have to do less machining. Mifa could do in-house the surface treatment, and we can do in-house the assembly, so we can deliver you the complete product. Like I said, we have machining in-house, about 25 CNC machines, of where we can reach tolerances from plus minus 0.01 millimeters. We have different machines with 3, 4, and 5 axis machines. There are also machines which can machine up to length from 6.5 meter, and they also can do measurements on the machine, so you don't have to go with your 6.5 meter to the quality department. The surface treatment, we also do surface treatment in-house. As you can see on the picture, we have fully automated production lines. The surface treatment we do in-house is, we call it technical functional surface treatments. So we can do any colors like green, blue, and yellow, but we can protection layer on it, or a better sliding surface on it, things like that. We can also do small assemblies, assembly of some small components, put some helicals in it, you have to think about it, welding, bonding, soldering, small functional testings. Those are things we can do at the assembly department. There's an assembly in the top, but this is the grinding. We can also belt grind the profiles, so you have a grinded look on the profiles, and of course afterwards the surface treatment to seal the pores you open with belt grinding is also really important. We also can do the bending, and of course we have the specific knowledge of the material, so that's we know what the profile will do as you have to bend it. So that's why we have it also in-house. There are many different techniques. We have, in short, we have the 2D bending between 3 rolls, and the 3D bending, which is fully automated, controlled. We also have some laser engraving machines. Think about names, logos, QR codes you can engrave in your profiles. About quality, we are ISO 9001 certified, but also we have the AS 9100 revision D, and that's a highly recommended aerospace norm. And of course, we also have the environmental certification 2001. At the end, I would like to show you our virtual factory tour. So let's have a look to this video.
Welcome to Mifa. My name is Gellen and I welcome you to our online factory tour. Mifa is the specialist in aluminium precision extrusion. We use extrusion technology to create a product by adding machining, surface treatment and assembly to it. We produce completely finished precision products with dimensional tolerances from plus minus 0.02 millimeters. This accuracy, in combination with the freedom of design you have with precision extrusion, gives you a lot of possibilities. With all of this, we can realize the optimal product for you. We would like to show you around through our factory so you can experience Mifa with your own eyes.
Mifa Aluminium, founded in 1975, is part of the listed company Alberts. Mifa is a specialist in the field of precision extrusion and has its own extensive and modern machinery with CNC and robot-controlled machines, its own surface treatment line, and even its own Mifa Academy. For Mifa, extruding a profile starts at the drawing board. This is where your expectations and Mifa's extrusion expertise are combined. Together, we develop the optimal design for your product. We start the actual process or extrusion process in our own die shop, and this is where we receive, check and correct tools in order to press the best profile each and every day. Precision and quality starts with our colleagues at the die shop. We use our presses to extrude the material. Mifa's largest press is press 6. It's fully automatic. At the start of the extrusion process, the machine picks up billet material from the billet storage, cuts it to length, preheats it, and inserts it into the press automatically. The billet is then kept warm in a container, after which the ram pushes against the material and then pushes it through the preheated tool. At the other end of the tool, the profile is pushed out. This is then immediately cooled. After the profile has been cooled down, it's stretched to relieve stress and to achieve the correct straightness and torsion within specifications. The profile is then sawed to length and placed in a container in preparation for heat treatment. Mifa has its own laboratory. In addition to process analysis, microscopic research, destructive and non-destructive tests, also research into special alloys and surface treatments are carried out here. These processes are done for both aluminium and magnesium. This is our way of pursuing the highest possible quality. In addition to press 6, Mifa has 4 other presses. These enable us to press profiles from 3 mm to 180 mm in diameter. After the profiles have been pressed and heat treated, they're measured and checked by the quality department. Mifa has high-quality measuring equipment to check the profiles, including height meters, roughness meters, hardness meters, profile scanners, and a large 3D CMM. As we are AS 9100 certified, we highly value quality. Precision profiles are incredibly accurate. In fact, Mifa's magnesium and aluminium extrusion profiles are 10 times more precise than the EN 12020-2 standard for aluminium precision profiles. Our long bed machinery processes profiles from ± 1000 mm up to 6,500 mm. These 5 large machines ensure we can achieve accuracies of ± 0.01 mm. Mifa also has 5 automatic machining cells of its own. These are 5-axis CNC machining cells suitable for profiles up to ± 800 mm. This is a fully automated machining cell with its own tooling warehouse. The software and robots ensure that we process orders in sequence as efficiently as possible. Together with a leading customer, we're developing beautiful products on a large scale. We do this in a fully automated production cell, which we've engineered ourselves. Here we produce beautiful end products from start to finish 24/7. The product and the process are measured and checked at various places during the production. We have arrived at Mifa Surface Treatment's own automated surface production lines. Mifa Surface Treatment provides mechanical, electrochemical, and galvanic surface treatments. A number of examples include blasting, anodizing, and chemical nickel plating. We also offer treatments such as polymer layers, priming, and lacquering. We would be happy to help provide the right treatment for your products. Proper bending of aluminium and magnesium requires specific knowledge of the materials as well as the correct equipment. Mifa has a 2D and 3D bending machine and applies various techniques to bend your profiles into the desired shape. At Mifa, we use the technique of belt grinding to brush the surface of various profile shapes. This gives profiles a brushed or polished look. This is applied to products that will be in full view in their final application. In our assembly department, we assemble, glue and mark parts into a semi-complete or complete product. We ensure that we apply the same highly precise approach to our extrusion and machining product as we do to our assembly. We happily share our knowledge about precision extrusion with our colleagues, customers and students. For this reason, we provide internal training or courses on location through our own Mifa Academy. Our sales engineers also inspire customers by providing masterclasses on the possibilities that precision extrusion offers. The engineers of many fantastic companies rate these masterclasses at 9.5 on average. If you're curious about this, feel free to contact us.
Welcome back. Hopefully the tour has given you a good impression of our possibilities. If you have any additional questions, we are looking forward to help you. Below you will find my contact details. Of course, you're also always welcome at Mifa. Thank you for your interest.
Thanks for watching, thanks for your attention, and if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me.